A church that survived revolutions may not survive this government. Families are being forced out, worshippers warned to stay away. And Iran is reportedly preparing to seize one of Tehran's oldest Christian churches. Is faith itself becoming the Islamic Republic's next target? A church that has stood in Tehran for generations is now facing the threat of confiscation. Families have been ordered to leave their homes. Worshippers have been told to pray elsewhere. And according to church leaders, Iranian officials have made it clear they no longer fear international pressure. For Iran's Christian minority, the pressure is intensifying. Iran has reportedly threatened to seize the historic Saint Peter Evangelical Church, also known as Qavam Church, in Tehran, and evict around 20 Armenian and Assyrian Christian families who have lived within the church complex for many years. According to multiple reports, 6 members of Iran's security services recently entered the church during a gathering, saying they wanted to identify those present before returning to remove residents and take control of the property. US-based Iranian Presbyterian minister Sasan Tavasoli, who remains in contact with church members, said officials declared that Iran was no longer afraid of the United States following the recent conflict.
6 security forces went into the church and sat through a session saying they wanted to identify people. They said they'll return later to evacuate those living on the premises and take over. I will tell you the literal words they used. We were concerned about America all these years. America came. They slapped us on the face. We slapped them on the face back. And then America withdrew. So we are no longer afraid of America.
Tavasoli also said authorities had already taken control of a 10,000 square metre garden belonging to the church. According to him, the land is now occupied by 4 members of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, after new ownership documents were reportedly issued in their names. Church members have also been warned they could be treated as trespassers if they enter the confiscated area. Tavasoli estimates the property's value at tens of millions of dollars. The planned confiscation reportedly follows a Revolutionary Court ruling issued in 1998, ordering the transfer of the entire church complex, including the church building, 2 schools and dozens of residential units, to the execution of Imam Khomeini's order, commonly known as ACO. According to the Hengar Organization for Human Rights, the Council of Evangelical Churches of Iran only became aware of the ruling in 2008 and attempted to challenge it. However, Iranian authorities later refused to renew the council's legal registration, preventing any further legal action. Sources familiar with the case told Hengar that many of the families living in the complex have limited financial means and that eviction would place them in an extremely difficult situation. Church officials have also reportedly been threatened with arrest if residents refuse to leave. Hengar further reported that intelligence agents spent several hours inside the church complex on June 28th, supervising preparations for the confiscation, creating what witnesses described as a heavy security presence. Iran experts say the latest action fits a broader pattern of increasing pressure on the country's Christian minority. Researcher Beni Sabti of the Institute for National Security Studies said reports suggest Christianity has attracted growing numbers of converts in Iran, despite the absence of official figures. Hengar has called on Iranian authorities to halt the confiscation, withdraw the eviction orders, and respect the rights of Christian residents, warning that the latest move reflects an expanding campaign against religious freedom and minority communities inside Iran. A fresh wave of arrests is drawing attention to religious tensions inside Iran, as authorities target a group of Christian leaders accused of spreading controversial teachings and operating outside state control. According to statements released by the Yazd Justice Department's Public Relations Office, 3 Christian leaders have been detained on allegations that they established a private house church to promote what officials described as Zionist Christianity. The announcement was accompanied by remarks from Yazd prosecutor Mehdi Hassanpour, who outlined the accusations against the group.
After establishing organisational ties with 2 Christian missionary leaders associated with the Zionist regime, the defendants established a group in the form of a house church and converted a significant number of their family members and friends to Zionist Christianity, both in person and online.
Authorities also accused the church leaders of encouraging practices considered offensive and unlawful under Iranian law. These reportedly included urging followers to pray for the victory of Israel, as well as acts described by officials as desecration of the Quran and insults directed at Islamic leadership. The claims, presented by prosecutors, have not been independently verified. State-affiliated Fars news agency described the detained individuals as key members of what it characterized as a Christian proselytizing network. The report framed the arrests as part of broader efforts to counter unauthorized religious activity within the country. The developments come amid ongoing concerns raised by international organizations about the treatment of religious minorities in Iran. The US-based human rights activists news agency noted that the arrests appear to be part of a wider pattern of crackdowns targeting Christian converts in the Islamic Republic. In its 2025 review, Amnesty International reported that Iranian authorities have frequently accused Christians of acting as Mossad mercenaries, while also conducting raids on house churches and detaining individuals accused of converting from Islam. Such actions, the organization said, have raised concerns about restrictions on freedom of religion and belief. The case in Yazd highlights the ongoing friction between state authorities and unofficial religious groups operating beyond the framework of recognized institutions. In Iran, where Islam is the state religion, conversion away from it and the promotion of alternative religious movements can carry significant legal and social consequences. As investigations proceed, the situation underscores the broader challenges surrounding religious freedom in the country, with authorities maintaining a firm stance against what they view as unauthorized religious activity, while human rights groups continue to call for greater protections for minority communities.